We're just going to do a quick interview with Sean Harris today because I know Sean does more for the community than most students in our college. He involves himself in lots of different community projects. I'm just going to ask him to talk to me about a couple. So the first one is, can you tell me about what you do with the Oldham Youth Council?
Yeah, sure. So I've been in Oldham Youth Council for a very long time, and one of the sectors is barrier breakers that I work for. As you can see it written there on the pen. I'm just going to cover something, but you'll see what I'm covering in all in good time. So I've been with this for since I was 8 years old, I must be saying.
So that's 11, 12 years you've been working there then?
Must be quite a long time. Well, that's how I remember it.
So were you on the very first council?
I must have been one of the original members, and it wasn't originally a council. It was just originally a fun club before it joined the council to make what we do, to make it more fun and education, So we've got to have a bit of education in what we're doing.
So what sort of things do you do?
So we try and help out those who have disabilities in Oldham, because the council has many sectors, but that's one sector that I cover. And we work for many things, like we've worked with Scope, we've worked with Ofsted, and we've done a lot of work for the Send Partnership. And with the Send Partnership, they come to us, and we've sort of gone to them, and we've just trying to make Oldham a better place for those who have disabilities, because it's not fair that all the people who can walk and just go and everywhere can just think, oh yeah, we've got this, but then when the people have in wheelchairs or other problems, might find it a little bit more difficult. So try and help them out with that.
But that sounds really important. Are you quite proud of yourself for the stuff you've achieved with it?
Yeah, it's just really helpful. I've done other stuff, but that's one thing that we've done consistently.
Right. And the other thing I want to ask you about, because I remember being so impressed when you told me about it, what was it? The big long walk you did that where you covered every bit of the outskirts of Oldham.
So, big long walk. So it's called the Oldham Way Challenge. I've got it on my phone right here. So where we did is we've been all across the parks of Oldham. I'll show you the maps, the scale map. But I went to we started at Daisy and Oak, and then we went to Hartstead Pike, which is on the border of Oldham and Tameside, and then we went to Dovestones. Now that's nearly on the edge of Yorkshire talking, and then we went to Diggle, and it was near the famous Grandpa Green, and that's well expensive. Now I could have decided to walk the extra mile, but I didn't. I sort of tapped out there and saved up my energy for the following day, because it's not just over.
So was this all over one weekend you did all this?
Yeah, because as you can see here, hang on, let me find a better photo. It was from the 9th to the 10th. Don't worry, I did stamp that one out. But on the second day, we got a ride to Dunwood and continued it there, going through Tyndall Hills, Foxdenton. Now some people could have tapped out there or even continued on to Daisy and Oak, which I did, because it's only the final stretch, and I already started it, so I thought I'd complete what I'd be gone.
So what sort of weather was it like on the days you were doing the walk?
Well, it was very hot, because the best bit about it was getting a good old treat, some good old ice cream. Because, I must have spent a good amount of money on ice cream, And we did get a treat out at the end of this, because quite recent, because back in February of this year, 2024, those who went on it, because they had some money left over, they wanted to treat everyone, so we went to Cosmo's Buffet. So, that's not too bad. So we do all that, and we get a nice reward out of it, and I'll even show you the scale map of where we went around. So just give me a moment.
So did they give you a reward at the end of each term, or is it just at the end of the year?
I'm not too sure. In other youth councils, you do usually get a reward at the end of each term for doing some work, because if you do the reward, and this is the map what I was telling you about, because crossing multiple borders here, you could, because all this black line here, it's either just one step and you're crossing into another district. I know that the map of Oldham is a lot bigger, but that's the exact distance I walked around it. It's about 30-ish miles.
Wow. So
What are you talking?
you're pretty tired at the end of it when you've done it.
Yeah, because I was that tired. I missed the first day of future. I missed some of Future Finders.
But do you feel like it's worthwhile, the things you're doing?
I mean, yeah, because I mean, like, I could go to places with them, like Flamingo Land, Alton Towers, Chester Zoo, Blackpool. I have been to these places, but just some places that I could go to with that they would, gladly take us to.
Would you recommend it as something that other students should do to join the youth council?
Yeah, I mean, because it's all worth it in the end, And I can say where our old base was and where we are now.
Go on then.
So we were originally in the original youth council building was like Civic, where the main council base was. But because that's going to be bulldozed, we've moved to a place on Rock Street. So if you go right down to where the Bolt Makers is, and instead of turning towards the Bolt Makers, turn in the opposite direction, you'll see a green fence, and beyond there is where the new youth council base is.
Brilliant. We'll have to mention to the new students who start next year that there might be something worth joining up. Well, thank you, Sean. That was a good one.
And I mean, the Oldham Youth Service have come in. Like, we've had members from it, which if you've seen photos of you'll see them in the college. So they do visit. It's not like they're gonna not visit a college that's part of the Centre Partnership.
100%. Well, thank you, Sean. That was really interesting.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, you have to watch out for yourself on the blog now.